What is up, guys? Yoshio here, and surprise! It's a War Thunder video! So, no voting video for today. I wanted to see if I could play War Thunder on my new TV that I've gotten almost a week ago. So, here I am playing in a P-36G that I've had for a while. Now, this plane is pretty good. Now, as in the title of the video, I save on unlikely friend. Now, who's this friend that I've saved, you may ask? Well, you'll see later on in the video. Now, this video is pretty long. This is realistic battles and in air combat, so later on, eventually, I might try realistic battles and tanks, so that'll be something to look forward to. Now, as you can tell, this is El Alamein. Well, I can tell you a little bit about the Battle of El Alamein. This is a World War II field. The Battle of El Alamein takes place in North Africa during World War II. And this was between the British and the Germans and Italians. Well, sometimes the Italians were involved in some of it, but not really. Mostly with the Germans. And surprisingly, this is where the Sherman was debuted in El Alamein. The Sherman tank was debuted here. So, what was interesting about the battle is the British had Crusaders armed with a 2-pounder gun, and then the Americans lend-leased Britain M3s with a 75mm gun on the side. So during that time, the Americans were trying to figure out how to put a 75mm gun on the turret. So they had a bunch of these M3s. So you know what? Let's give them to the British. They could use it in their battles. And the M3s had 50mm of armor, which is better than the Crusaders. During this time, the Germans were using Panzer 3s, but with a 50mm gun that is a lot longer than their previous 50mm, which can knock out a Crusader one shot. It would take 2 shots to kill it would take two shots to kill an M3, but I digress. Now, the air campaign I know nothing about. But what I do know is there would be strafing runs against tanks on the German side. And most of these tanks, and as you know, the climate in the desert is not that good against in planes because they tend to make the engine a lot hotter very quickly. So, what you're seeing now, I'm using it at 100%. I do not whip unless I need to. See, I'm whipping right now because I need to get to where my guys are, or I'm trying to engage an enemy. And surprisingly, I don't get shot. This is a minor spoiler. I don't get shot down until the end. So, and the person that shot me down was actually a pretty good pilot. I have nothing against the dude. As you see, there's a Japanese F4U. There's 2 of them. See, I'm going out to this P-21. Could not. I tried to engage him, and my conversion's at 200 meters. What you're seeing on the display is the Imperial system. I have it in feet and miles. See, right now the P-21's out at like 132 miles. He's gone. I'm like, where did he go? So I went looking for him below the clouds. Could not find him. So I turned around. So I decided, you know what, screw it. I'm going to go back in the clouds and turn around. Come to find out, This is actually pretty funny. I noticed it at the time down on the bottom of the screen. He ended up crashing, which is funny. I didn't have to kill him. He crashed on his own. The other thing's gonna happen, he could have stopped out. He probably didn't pull out in time. I'm not gonna say anything back. I'm not gonna say a joke about that, no. Well, there's a lot of things that that might happen. There it is. He crashed. I didn't have to do anything. There's the Japanese F4U, which I tried to get. Right now, my team is killing them. This was actually a fairly balanced match, because sometimes these matches would be one-sided. There's the Japanese F4U that took somebody down already. But keep in mind, there's two of them, so... And actually, one of the pilots actually took out one of them. I'm like, whoa, okay. So I know what you're probably asking. Why the American planes first? Well, the American planes are actually pretty good. I've flown flight simulator games before, like YS Flight, if you've heard of it. I've flown in a combat flight simulator games. Those games are... Oh, he died. See, that's one of the F4Us. I think. No, it's not. Well, however, one of the F4Us gets shot down. Now, here's where I had to save somebody. There's an SBD right there on the corner of the screen. I'm going up to altitude. I know, hold on a minute. There's the SBD. And I see an enemy fighter. We just saw it. There it is. He's coming towards the SBD. I'm like, oh, no you don't. At first he was faster than me, so I tried firing. Does nothing. I completely forgot that my conversion was at 200 meters. So I hold my fire until I get to at least 200 meters to shoot him down. And with the Imperial system and trying to shoot at meters, it's not easy. So I start firing again just to peel them off. Now I do hit them, which is good. But then the enemy makes a critical error. See, I go low a little bit, go up towards him. This is where he makes a mistake. And I just let him have it. And he's down. I just say to SBD, he says thank you. So as a good gesture, I go right up to his wing, give him a little wag of my wings, let him know you're welcome, go, you're good. So that's how you save somebody from certain death. Now there's another Japanese F4U. He's always, oh crap, he's right there. I'm right there. I could shoot him down if I wanted to, so he fails out. He goes away from me. I was thinking, should I engage him or should I not? I decided not to. At first, I was thinking, okay, I can either engage him, but I noticed he's faster than me. There is no way I'm going to catch up to him. So I decided, I'm just going to peel him off. Let him go. Now I'm going to go land, because that would be the safest thing to do. Make sure this SBD gets there alive. And that was actually a smart thing to do. I could have said to my teammates, hey, all of you go to base. Let him go. He's probably out of ammunition. In fact, he was out of ammunition. That's why he was returning to base. So I went full speed, trying to catch up to the SBD, which surprisingly I am faster than the SBD. Currently, this plane was at 302 miles an hour max speed, which is actually pretty good currently. It's not exactly maxed out yet, so when it's maxed out, I will tell you. but it comes beatings. As you can tell, the F4U shot down my teammate. So, well, great, he's not currently out of ammunition just yet, so he probably is now. If I look at my team, there's only 2 of us alive. I think 3 right now. But 2 of us are going to be alive later. Because the F4U is going to shoot down the other one. What's funny is, we do end up capping the base. We do end up capping the base, but like, wait a minute, what? So there he goes, shooting down another one. As you already know, as you're seeing right now, the engine overheats very quickly in a desert map. So you gotta be very careful. Now, I know what you're asking. When does the Sherman debut? It shows up near the tail end of the Battle of El Alamein. Well, what's interesting is there was 88mm guns, and these were flak guns in a defensive position, and including a bunch of Panzer IVs armed by 75mm guns. These Panzer IVs could actually one-shot the Sherman. They could. And the Panzer IVs have 88mm of armor. However, the Germans kept coming. And the Germans did not know what to do at that point. Because normally they would expect the British to just to retreat at that point. Nope, they just kept going. Now, this is a pretty good landing. But not one of my best landings, but it's a pretty good landing. Watch. This is a pretty good landing. Not one of my best ones, but it's pretty good. Look at that. That was a good landing. If you saw that landing, just give it a little clap, because that was a pretty good one. If you want to see more War Thunder videos involving realistic battles, feel free to tell me in the comments below, because I love War Thunder more than War of Tanks, because there's a little bit of realism to it. Now I just shoot the guns for fun. I technically did shoot the guns for fun because it was fun. Now I accidentally turned on the engine, so what I did is I took the R3 and L3, pushed them at the same time, and it turns off the engine. You had to do it. You had to manually set it up. It's not easy to do. And also, it does not waste your fuel that way. It's really smart. Now, the coolest thing is this SBD that I just saved is waiting for me, and he lets me take off first, because he knows I'm faster and I will engage quicker. And he's a bomber. So, with that in mind, I go take off first. My first thing is find the S4U and take it down, because that's the biggest threat. I was looking for the S4U because that's my target. And the coolest thing is, there's the SBD behind me. He already took off. Now, he's slower than me because he has bombs on him. And yes, I know we lose this one because, well, surprisingly, I thought I was going to shoot down the F4U until I realized he's faster than me, more maneuverable than me, and he has better guns than me. So the odds were not in my favor. And in case you're wondering, these Japanese F4U had 6 50 caliber machine guns. You heard me. 6 50 caliber machine guns. Well, I have 2 50 caliber machine guns and 3 30 caliber machine guns. So I have 6 guns in total. said 4 30 calibers will not do much to an F4U, but two 50 calibers. Now this is funny. They did a blind hunt on me. Thinking, oh, they're doing a blind hunt on me. This should be interesting. So, yes, in fact, they do accomplish shooting me down. I'm not claiming to be the best pilot, but I'm actually pretty good. I'm a pretty good pilot. And in arcade, I'm actually really good, but in realistic, I prefer to use bombers, because flying slats and low and bombing the target is actually the effective method to use. But since I found out they updated the blast radius of the bombs, you can't do 0.5. It's not feasible unless you're very fast. So I have it set to 1.5 second fuse delay. That is the optimal delay you want to have if you're using prop aircraft. But if you're using jet aircraft, you can't do 0.5 seconds because you're already gone in 0.5 seconds. However, with prop aircraft you can't, so you're better off using 1.5 as long as you hit their target. As long as you get your bombs on target, they're there for you. Now, I'm at lower altitude. That gives me a disadvantage. He misses. So, he did a little bit of damage on me. Luckily, he didn't hit the engine. Because if he hit the engine, I would have been screwed. See, as you can see, he dove on me. So he's faster. He wasn't faster than me anyway, if he wasn't low flight. As you can tell, the blind hunt changed already. Thinking, okay, I'm not a threat anymore. Well, kinda, but then here they go. Here you go. I've been chopped out. Well, that is it for now. I give honors to the F4U that shot me down. If you see this video. And next week will probably be tier 3. I did originally say this week was going to be tier 3, but oh well. And I'll see you guys next week.